2019, what an absolutely devastating year this has been for black metal and metal in general. And after listening to the soon-to-be released album by Swedish black metal solo artist KVAEN, titled The Funeral Pyre, I have great inclination that 2020 is going to be equally as big, if not bigger. The Funeral Pyre is the debut album by JB, who is the artist behind this creation, and it is set to be released on February 28th of next year. And holy dooly guys, this album is killer big, imposing, loud, and pretty masterful. I have been able to share 2 singles that have already been released off the Funeral Pyre with you. They're on my page, however, if you've missed them, please go to Bandcamp and check these out. However, it therefore makes sense that I do talk to you about the track that's playing now, and it happens to be one of my favorite tracks off this album. And of course, it's the hardest one to pronounce. But here I go. Track 2, Ye Nal Dushi. I hope I did that okay. Immediately, this one grabbed my attention hard and held it the entire way through. Those absolutely stunning riffs that carry such a powerful melody just pulled at my heart and twisted it hard. Everything about this track is large. JB's vocals that hold the power and command sound abrasive and very strong, just incredibly imposing across the soundscapes of this composition. The drum tracks are very moody and intense, extremely heavy, with blasts and very creative rhythmic tracks as well. And a hint towards Swedish melodic metal, of course. It's such a grand touch in there and truly captivating. This actually grew on me so much, even though at first I loved it. The more I listened, the deeper it got for me, and I just found it so loud, so fast, and so unforgiving. Track 7, which you'll have to wait and hear when this is released on the 28th of February, is called Bestial Winter, and what a banger of a track this was. Huge sound, with a brooding intro that threw my mind toward a snow-covered darkened forest of desolation, with that big foreboding drum track and destroying style riffs. The melody flies in here with speed, so emotive, so catchy. This is a tight track, thrashing at times, with heavier, chunkier guitar patterns at work here as well, which I truly enjoyed. And those guitar solos, they stood out so strongly for me in this track. Bestial Winter was unpredictable and dark, just as I imagine a Swedish winter would be. The mild distortion that trickled over this track was a nice touch, keeping this one gritty and raw, yet it still holds the cleanliness that you hear throughout this track to a good level, and perfect for this style of black metal, really. And this is definitely my pick of the album, I'm going to call it. Vocally, JB just slays this. He's truly very unrelenting and carries such a demand, such a force in the way that he executes these lyrics. It's somewhat intimidating and it's very addictive. This album is themed around early pagan church burning, worshipping, and the Swedish surrounds and isolations of the deepest forests, mountains, and vast valleys. Production-wise, for me, it was on point. It was clean, crisp, and very professionally done. There is such a clarity to every portion of this creation. It was truly very enjoyable. Well, there you have it, you lot. One to look out for, one to grab when it's available on Bandcamp on the 28th of February 2020, and an artist to definitely keep an eye on well into the future. I'm hedging my bets that Funeral Pyre will move you for the creative melodic riffs, the tremolo picking that just shimmers hard right through you. It's ominously opaque in its execution. There's good sentiments to power and speed metal throughout here, with subtle influences of Viking and folk metal too. This is just creative musical science. I love what this guy has done. To KVAEN, thank you so much for sharing this album with me before its release date. I feel very privileged and I've thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm Kelly T. This has been my Albums of the Week.